She is the community manager of Respawn Entertainment. Give her a massive hand. Here is Abby Heppy.
Hi. Thanks. Hi. Oh my God, there's so many of you. It's really great to be here. This is my first time in Australia. The first time Titanfall has been in Australia, playable. Two things, I was watching the Twitter flow backstage, and whoever that kid that is cosplaying Joffrey is, I just wanted to kill him for all of his crimes in Game of Thrones. And then I also saw something about pyrotechnics, which actually really scares me because I wasn't warned about that in advance, and I'm almost hoping that's not true. I want to survive this expo. Anyway, I'm here today to tell you about Titanfall. If you don't know, Titanfall was introduced at E3 2013, and it's the first game for Respawn Entertainment, which is very exciting for all of us. And before I get to it, I'm going to show you our debut trailer, and they're going to roll that right now.
I should have been here. They're going to call us marauders, terrorists, or worse. I'm sorry. I promised you I'd never get back in one of those damn machines again. If you're looking down, I hope you understand. We left everything behind. Hell, getting here was just the beginning. You said it would be tough to start over, but I didn't listen. You said more would follow. I thought they'd leave us alone. I was wrong. But there's no turning back. This is our land. This is our land. And I will fight for it.
The fleet's counting on you.
I don't know if there's any honor left on the frontier. I don't know if there ever was. I just know I'm gonna make them pay.
I can't tell you how many times I've seen that, but it is so awesome seeing it on the big screen. Anyway, as I said, it is my first time in Australia, and one of the coolest things about being a community manager is I get to come here and meet a lot of fans and people who are excited about the game. One of the guys from our community who posts on our forums, Matora, he's from Perth. He does some cool cosplay. He was here, and I looked up from a signing last night, and he was like, "Oh, Matora," and I'm like, "Oh my God!" Like, it had this second of, "Oh, that's so weird. I know you from the internet." And that's one of the coolest things about my job. It's very easy to forget when I'm here up on stage speaking to you that there's a team of 85 people who are back home in Los Angeles working very, very hard on this game. Everything from design, effects, art, animation, design, QA, production, admin, audio, everything. And they're fantastic. It's a privilege to work with them. And I wish they could be here to see people playing the game for the first time. The last 6 weeks I've been on the road with the game, getting to bring it to people like yourselves, because ultimately it is you who will determine our fate as a studio. To give you a little background, Respawn started in spring 2010. It was founded by Vince Zampella and Jason West, the founders of Infinity Ward and the creators of Call of Duty. Our studio has a lot of people who used to work on those games, but also we're made up of teams from Sony Santa Monica who worked on God of War, guys from Gearbox, id, who worked on Medal of Honor, and some new people who have not worked on a game before. And it's very exciting to work with all of them. It's actually better that you probably hear a little bit about the game from them. So this is a video that we've made with people at the studio just to give you a little bit more background. And go ahead, magic video people.
started on Titanfall, we had a couple main goals we really wanted to achieve. First and foremost, we wanted something fun. There's so many games now that are just retreading old ground, and we really wanted to do something that was so fun and unique that we couldn't put it down ourselves.
The thing that is most exciting about the project is how we have this unusual blend of the scale of Titans and pilots fighting each other. We also take this sort of high degree of polish that we're accustomed to seeing in single-player games and infusing that into a multiplayer experience.
Even though it's a multiplayer game, we really wanted to create a single-player feeling world.
We wanted to make the worlds a lot more compelling and relatable to the players. One, because you get an emotional attachment to it, and two, it helps in tactical awareness.
You feel as if you're not just part of a multiplayer crew of, however many people. You're not just there with your friends, you're with this living, breathing world that reacts to you, salutes you. You walk in and you're like, yeah, I'm the man. Like, you just have that vibe.
Go, go, go!
Core, take your squad up this road!
We really wanted to stretch the limits of what an FPS multiplayer game can be and what you can do.
One of the things I'm most excited about is how many different things you can do in the game, from the scale of the Titans and pilots, the really cool weapons, and the amazing movement.
The Titans are extensions or evolutions of modern experimental exoskeletons.
We treat it as if you're looking at the ultimate evolution of a battle tank.
We're really trying to redefine what you think when you see giant robots on screen. They're not lumbering, they're really fast, they're agile, they're fun. There's a lot you can do with them.
We wanted to make a game that pitted two different kind of play styles and almost two different games on top of each other.
Naturally, it was a real challenge to balance the two to make sure that the Titans felt quite agile and fairly quick without overrunning the pilots completely.
The Titan versus Titan experience could almost be its own game, and the pilot versus pilot could be its own game. But what we found was the most interesting things happen when the Titan is fighting the pilot.
As a result, our geometry and our levels has been built to accommodate both the scale needed for a Titan to get around, as well as a pilot to be able to get to all these different places via wall running, via double jumping, mantling over things.
But it's really the interplay between the two that's really special, because you can get in and out of your Titan at any time. It's a really quick, seamless interaction.
The IMC. Battle projections say it's going to be real close.
If there's one thing that I want gamers to take away from this, it's fun.
I'm very excited to see when you take something like this and you just put it into the wild and see what people come up with.
You've got characters, you've got story, you have moments, things that people traditionally expect from a single-player game, putting that all into a multiplayer game, and it's awesome.
Say thanks, guys, and me. It's about as close in on our faces as you probably ever need to get again. One of the cool things about Titanfall is the mode that we're working on, campaign multiplayer. What campaign multiplayer does is combine single-player moments, things like story, characters that are with you throughout the entire campaign, they talk to you, and also these big set-piece moments. A lot of times games will stop you down and make you look at something going on in the distance, and we prefer that that's just part of your experience and it happens dynamically through multiplayer. So it's been very important to us to give players the tools to create their own awesome moments in the campaign. You play as a pilot. Pilots are very agile, they're capable of wall running, scaling huge buildings, you have a double jump. One of the cool things that people don't realize when they first start to play the game is that wall running ability chains. You will pick up speed and momentum as you do it. If you've ever played something like Tribes, maybe you have that idea of sort of skiing. And you can, your double jump resets every time you hit a new wall. So you can really chain it sort of endlessly through the world, and it gives you a lot of possibilities for attacking from all angles vertically, sneaking up on people. It eliminates one of the things that I hear complained about the most in multiplayer games, which is camping. There's not really a way to do it. You can try to prove me wrong when the game comes out, but you're either not going to get any kills, and everybody would make fun of you. You're going to have a very boring play session. And then, of course, you get to pilot your Titan. We've only shown one. There are more in the game. They all have their sort of unique abilities and animations, which is really cool to see. I know I hate teasing that. I'm like, oh, but I can't show you, so sorry. Anyway, you know, when you pilot a Titan, we try to make it as seamless and smooth as possible. You have basically the same set of controls, except that instead of a double jump, Titans have a dash. You get in, you have shoulder rockets. The two abilities that we've been showing in this map, Angel City, is the ability to have the vortex blocker, which picks up enemy ammunition and throws it back at them. If you hold it too long, it will hurt you, though. That's part of the things that we do to keep the game balanced. You also have electrified smoke. So if you have a pilot riding on your back of your Titan and you're trying to get them off, it's a great thing to deploy. It'll get them off your back, literally, and also damage them. And part of putting all of those abilities and things in the game is making it fun for players, allowing you to create those moments that we were talking about earlier. I have to say, my favorite thing is actually running around as a pilot and having my Titan come behind me and provide cover fire, and then being able to ride other people's Titans to the next destination. Anyway, I am, in just a quick second, going to show you the video that we've created for Gamescom. This is an actual playthrough, which I feel the need to point out because it often gets labeled as a trailer, which it sort of is, except that it is actual people playing, and this is really a run-through that you could have in the game if you're just that good. Anyway, yay, video, roll.
How much has this guy had to drink?
I'm through with the frontier! You hear me, McCall? I'm through!
Damn, this guy smells. You know him or something?
Yeah, Barker was my wingman in the Titan Wars. I'm gonna kick all your asses. Hey, what do you think?
He may not look like much, but trust me, we're gonna need him. He's a hell of a pilot.
Okay, let's move.
Bish, I'm picking up a massive incoming jump signature directly above the city. I don't know what it is, but it's big. Whoa, heads up!
Great. Mac, an IMC carrier just jumped in. You better get Barker out of there quick. Copy that, Bish. I'm working on it.
I'm sending in some Hornets to keep that carrier busy. Pilots, focus on clearing out the IMC forces on the ground.
That's a double kill.
You got it. Stand by for Titanfall. Bish, I'm tracking McAllen's team in the sewers. Doing okay so far.
Copy that. Keep your fingers crossed. That should cool him off.
Engaging follow mode.
All units, right
Press 3.
Auto Titans engaging enemy Titans.
Okay, pilots, our diversion's still working. We just need to buy McAllen and Barker a little more time.
Caution, you're outnumbered 2 to 1. Pilot, your Titan will be ready in 2 minutes.
Pilots, the battle's over. We've taken too many losses. Fall back and secure the evac point for extraction. Mac, what's your status?
We got Barker and we're clear, but just barely. See you back on the red eye.
I've sent the dropship. It'll be there soon.
Come on, come on!
like those few extra seconds to get that bass rumble in there. It's totally necessary. Anyway, I just want to tell you, I did say that this is a pretty pro team that's making this trailer, but one of the things that we've tried really hard to do in Titanfall is to make it easy for the hardcore gamer to enjoy months and months of unlocking things and progressing in the game. But also, if FPS isn't your genre, you'll be able to pick it up, play it, and do all the cool things that we've shown you. It's as easy as jumping against a wall, you wall run, climbing into a Titan. We've made the controls sort of simple. In the studio, we call it, a minute to learn, a lifetime to master, which means, obviously, we want people who are new to the genre, who are new to the game, to be able to just go and have fun and do all the crazy stuff that we've shown you in all the videos and trailers that we've made so far. I think that's the only way that you reach sort of a broad audience. Anyway, the game is also coming out, and I've been trying really hard not to screw this up all week because I'm from the US and it's our spring. But the game is coming out in autumn 2014 to Xbox One, Xbox 360, and PC. And I really want to thank all of you for coming today. It's the coolest part of my job is getting to go to stuff like this and to talk to people like you. I'm sure that there's a marketing person yelling at me somewhere backstage telling me, tell them about the awards. And they're great and it's wonderful. We won Game of Show here at EB Expo, but really it's about coming to events and watching gamers play for the first time. You've gotten to play, right? Some of you, maybe? Yeah, okay, that guy. Thanks. But it's about putting it in gamers' hands and getting their feedback. I'm easy to reach. You can find me on Twitter, Facebook, at Respawn, on the Respawn forums. If you have feedback about the game, if you just want to chat, if you have more questions, please, I'm always there to answer them. And before I go, we did make a video specifically for EB Expo. My boss, Vince, the CEO of our company, could not be here. He would have loved to be here, especially because I think I get to see a koala bear tomorrow. That would have been cool if he got to do it too, right? So anyway, this is a video of him. We just wanted to say thank you for the wonderful reception here and how great it is to bring Titanfall to Australia. Thank you guys so much for coming. It's awesome.
Hey everyone, Vince Zampella from Respawn Entertainment. Sorry I can't be there in person today, but really want you to know how much we appreciate your support. We're really pleased to be able to show you Titanfall today. We're taking the FPS genre and adding the scale, verticality, and story into multiplayer gaming. And we want this to bring this world to life and have the players just enjoy that experience where they spend so many hours, just make it a better place to be for everyone. It was a great response and we're so happy. Here's a quick look at some of the video and reactions coming out of Gamescom.
Titanfall is the spiritual successor to Call of Duty.
It's pure adrenaline. Like, what I love about it is that you never stop moving.
The best one of the show, I think.
It's just amazing.
The double jump, it was like added another, another element to it compared to like another FPS.
I got to play Titanfall at Gamescom for about 15 minutes and it really left a lasting impression.
For all things Xbox One, all things Titanfall, you're already in the right place.
So come on, Titanfall, get it done.